Did you know that there exists a subject by the name mathematics, education, which is different to what mathematics is?
We've been working hard to uplift the level of mathematics across all our schools, all our branches, and we've understood that it has to start from the primary section and progress over the different grades. So in starting, we've started maths labs and so on. So to give the teachers a better foundation of how to teach maths using these manipulatives and to better their teaching techniques.
There's nothing mathematical about what you did here. But what I'm inviting you to do now involves real mathematical thinking. And that is what math is about. It's not about just blindly following rules.
It was a fantastic program. We were brought into so many new things and why we do things, concepts, and why the procedures and the concepts. So it was a really nice program, and we're looking forward to the next two sessions to come.
Draw that line.
It has to be divided.
Right? And you take 5.
So the program was very vivid, and she taught us about 3 different methodologies that you can approach to teach mathematics in a more effective form, whereas you use tangibility and visualization and then go for the symbolization in mathematics. So I'm looking forward to the next 2 sessions. So I'm very happy.
What's the purpose of teaching? Is learning. If you are to teach math better, if you want to become a more effective math teacher, you would first have to look at how learners learn math.
We have a lot to learn and when use it in our schools. We are very happy about this program.
What mathematical concepts are involved in this question? Fractions and division, that's all. 2 concepts. You have to know what a fraction is. When you see a fraction, you have to know what it is, how big it is, what that number is, and then what division means. You keep 1 with you, that's for your this. Each of this is a 1 whole. This is your 1 whole. This is 1. As you want until you have 5ths, 6ths, we don't do 7ths. Okay? We don't do 7ths. 8ths, 9ths, 10ths, we don't do 11ths, 12ths. Now you ask me why we don't do 7ths and 11ths. And I ask you. You have to place it 8, 10ths and C and 6, 9ths and C.
Now, let's say this 4, 6 is an equivalent fraction for
2. Whichever the card is bigger, that player gets the 2 cards. Whoever who collects the most number of cards win. There are so many rules that we have learned without knowing why it is so. That we have to be aware that they have this skill.
No,
You think that if you're struggling with something, you're not good in it. That is what math is about. And it is only when you struggle with a question you develop your thinking. Isn't it? In math education, we have a term for it. We say it is it's productive struggle. That struggling is needed in learning mathematics. They have to struggle. If there is no struggling, the moment you give a question, if they can do it, that there's no thinking going on there. that means it's a routine question. That's why they know how to do it.
Honestly, coming to this program on a Saturday, I thought it would be a little bit boring. I think I was also sleepy, but I didn't feel the time go at all. That's how interesting and interactive Dr. Gaya was. I learned a lot of concepts that I would never have thought of. We always sit and go through topics and how to teach and things like that, but the things that she touched on were things that I have not seen online or talked about or heard of, so I think that was the most important part for me.
You can, at every point in your lesson, when they are coming across a new thing like this, you can take it as an opportunity to give them a problem to solve. You can start with that. You can get them to try this out on their own and see how many of them would actually think. When I just gave it, you immediately followed the rule. There was no mathematical thinking going on there. But when I asked to do it without the rule, that's when you started thinking. So there are 5 pieces. Yes. Yeah. That's correct. That's all the numbers on this line are square root of some negative number. The direct part. Use the formal definition to start with.
I had a great opportunity to attend a training session with Dr. Gaya, and it gave us a new perspective of how to teach maths, and actually helped us to recall a lot of things we learned in university level and we kind of forgot when we were teaching here. So it was an extremely useful event, and it was an event that helped us to recall and learn a lot of new things.
Let it be just the beginning.
I'm sure. Thank you.